Ray's Sports and Slams is a Boink Studios production. And now, on with the show.
Good evening. Welcome back again. Another Monday night. You know what that means. Ray's Sports and Slams is back. Thank you all for liking, subscribing to the show. I appreciate all the love. We are at it again today. This is episode number 6. We are growing and growing, looking to get to 194 more. We could do it. A lot to talk about today. Today's a big day in the world of sports. Before I get into anything, I want to obviously tell you guys, please like and subscribe to my show, Ray Sports and Slams, on Facebook, on YouTube, boinkstudios.com. I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you again. I'm going to bring in my special guest, one of my very, very good friends. Friend I've known now. Wow. It's embarrassing. I've known this guy for almost 20 plus years. College friend for life, brother from another mother. Welcome to Ray Sports and Slams, Mr. Mack Garvin. What is up, my friend?
What's going on, brother? What's going on? Good to see you.
How you doing? Good. It is great to see you, my friend.
Yeah.
Great to see you, man. You look great. I'm glad you be part of this show, dude. I am pumped. I am pumped for so many different reasons, but it's just great to see you, dude. I want to get right into the heart. We have a lot to talk about today, but first I'm going to hit you right where it hurts, dude. We're going to get you with the NFL, and I'm going to start this off. Yes, Brian Daboll has been fired from the New York Giants, folks. Yes, indeed. After going 2-8, after blowing 4 leads going into the fourth quarter by 10 plus points, he is finally kaput. The interim coach is Kapka. I don't know who's going to be the permanent coach going forth. Giants need a lot of work. They've had 4 big leads that have been squandered, and it's been brutal. I don't know what's going on with this defense. Brian Daboll is kind of there with, deer in headlight type of look. I don't know what he's thinking, but I'm going to go to you now, Mac, because I know you're a diehard Giants fan. I know you want to vent. So, dude, the ball is yours, brother.
Ball is yours, yes. Well, thank you for placing it in my fields of space here. Yeah. Diehard Giants fan from 84, 85. And was I surprised? No. I was hoping he was gone, not even made it on the flight to go back home. But, they did finally come loose. Listen, by 10 o'clock, I'm saying to myself, I guess we're keeping him. I just was very surprised. Am I shocked? No. Apparently, rumor was the Denver Bronco game. The story was owner, mayor, cut him loose. Calmer Hills prevailed conversation. They got back. He stuck around for 3 more. And then finally, I guess that was the last straw last night. And I'm just saying to myself, my future son-in-law, is a diehard Bears fan. Okay. And of course,
he's happy.
Yeah. Good dude. Good guy. His name is, he's a good dude. He's a good guy.
I know he's happy. Careful if that win.
Yeah. We talked during the game. And then, of course, when they got the ball back with, it was 3.5, 4 minutes or somewhere up in there, and they're going down the field, and then I just saw it. I'm like, yeah, this game's over. We're going to lose. And then when he flew down, and then right before Caleb flew down the field, I texted him, said, good game, y'all got it, because we weren't stopping him. And then when he scored, he was like, oh, wow. I'm like, bro, I'm not surprised. And, listen, Ray, my fandom, like I said before, 80-45, I have friends who are diehard Eagles fans, Dallas fans like yourself. And we even had this discussion, too, in the beginning of the season. I'm like, bro, there's nothing you can say to me that's going to be offensive or make you get a rise out of me because we've been losing for 10 years. And I'm like, we're not going to do anything this year. I'm like, brother, it is what it is. So we started with Russell Wilson, and, of course, we're losing. And I'm like, hopefully they'll put Dart on the field sooner or later. But I'm like, oh, bro, what's up with your team? I'm like, what do you mean? We're trash. We have been for a decade. You're not saying something that I don't know. So it's hard, man. But I'm happy.
But let me ask you this. Do you think that Daboll could have done anything to prevent any of those losses?
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely. So the biggest problem I see is we keep going. Our last head coach, Joe Judge, we're hiring coaches who don't have head coaching experience. When you're an OC or DC, that's great. But we in New York, we need head coach experience coaching, not we're going to figure it out and we're going to figure out here in New York when we know what winning should be. We have had this losing mentality for so long, man. And it's unfortunate. And it's one of those same old.
Maurice Jackson. He said, yeah, you're right. Thank you, Maurice. I appreciate you. My feeling is this. Let me say it like this. There have been several games that I think had Dable had a different game plan. There were at least two you could have won. And I think like you're playing deep zone and you're up by 10. It's like, why are you playing so far back? Let him just going up the field. Where are the blitzes? Where are you playing some man coverage? Why are you just like handing him field pitch? You're like, hey, keep going, keep going. Then your kicker at the end pops the ball 15 yards. I was like, wow.
And Ray, last week you called it. We need to go get some dude from Venezuela. Or
you need to get a kicker from Europe, dude. These American kickers are trash.
Somewhere, man, like that dude played soccer his entire life to kick this thing through the uprights. Like, what are we going to? What message?
Are you the only team in the NFL that has an American kicker? Because I feel like every team that's got a good kicker is got a European kicker. Our kicker, who's arguably, from my opinion, the best kicker in the league right now, is from Europe and played soccer. All these soccer kickers are crushing it.
And brother, like I remember the Grammatica family. There was like 3 of them.
Yes,
like legendary NFL's kickers. Like their kids were groomed. I'm like, where is the next generation of Grammaticas at? Like, and can we call them?
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. I don't know. Do you let Russell Wilson finish the season out? Do you let Jackson Dart play at all? What do you do with that?
So here's all right. So obviously, as of yesterday, this morning after Saturday reported, Jackson Dart has had 4 concussions already this season already.
That's crazy.
The risk of him coming back out onto the field is one of 2 things. Well, now the coach is gone, so now he's got to figure out someone else. Just like Caleb Williams has had to do. Like everyone, Caleb gets a bad rap, but this guy's gone through 3 NFL head coaches already.
And it's been used as a crash test dummy, unfortunately.
Yeah. And so my concern is like he's the only plug of excitement that the fan base. You saw when Russell Wilson went out, the boos were horrendous. At this point, why not start Jameis Winston? He's 2 years. Like, let's see what he can do. Maybe they won't do it him.
Kick out of it. I'm getting a kick out of it too.
Yeah, appreciate the pun, bro.
Jeez, do not let Dart play. Absolutely, Maurice. I agree. You can't let this guy play. Why are you risking him getting hurt?
But
my perspective is this.
Go ahead.
You don't want him to get another concussion because that's going to ruin his career for life. Let Russell Wilson. You paid Russell Wilson all this money.
Yeah. Let him a 1-year deal.
Yeah. Let us finish your deal. At least, if I'm going to order a filet mignon steak, I want to eat it. So, hey, let him play it out his contract. Let me see what you do. I mean, it's not much because sometimes I don't know what happened. He turned old real quick. Let him play it out his year, but at least let him earn that little money. You paid him, what, $1 million?
Yeah. Him and Sierra can go live somewhere else after or whatever. But why not give Jameis Winston a shot? Like at this point, he's going to be with us next year.
Yes, Jameis Winston should start.
So, just throw him in. And Jackson Dart is going to play again. If concussions is the issue, let's not have the same situation out with Miami.
Yes, you don't want a Tua.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want a Tua situation here with Darty Dart. So, you don't
want to go Tua for Tua.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro. They're gonna have to do something.
You got to protect him, yeah.
Coach, yeah. Whoever the new coach is coming in, obviously is gonna keep the kid. We just drafted him. Hopefully, Scatterboo comes back. I don't know if he'll be ready week 1. He's like the spark plug also too that brought some fire to the team. It's just unfortunate that this concussion happened again and the kid's ready to go. He wants to play. I was so stunned in preseason, bro. Preseason, what do? They go into the crowd and find his parents, Jackson Dart's parents. I'm like, why are they on the screen?
Like, what?
I'm like, this is the only good thing we have to talk about the team.
This is a story. All right, I'm gonna move it and stay in the NFL, but now we're gonna talk about the Colts. Colts won again, 31-25. Taylor ran for 244 yards. Now,
unbelievable.
I'm gonna start this by saying this. I believe Danny Dimes, and I said this last week. And I'm gonna stick to my guns. He's a very nice Toyota Camry. Maybe like the middle class model of a Toyota Camry. He's not the upgraded. He's not the bottom one. He's that nice middle one. If Taylor is basically 65-70% of your offense, he's doing everything. Danny Nickel Dimes, pennies, whatever you want to call him.
Danny Dum Dum.
Yeah, Danny Dum Dum threw one touchdown, one pick. You won because you have probably the best running back in the league.
Yeah. But
let's feel like now the Colts are exposed. Like, hey, if we could stop Taylor, we could basically – if we could stop JT, this team's got nothing.
Well, here's my concern. It just so happens that Daniel, a.k.a. the quarterback, man's name is Jones, was on our team for 4 years. And he goes over to the Colts and looks like a genius, which makes – I mean, that could be some reason why they let him go also, too. Apparently, everyone leaves the Giants and does better. But he looks like a Zen master. And my thing is O-line. The guy had a better O-line. They told him what he needs to do, but it's called coaching. And that's why Brian Daboll doesn't have a job, because it looked bad on him that he's doing so well over there and couldn't do that here.
But do you contribute Jonathan Taylor he's such a massive part of that offense. So I feel like if he didn't have Jonathan Taylor, he doesn't have the wide receiver weapons that he needs. So Taylor's doing everything. He's catching things in the backfield. He's running.
Yeah.
He's blocking. He's doing everything. He's like the glue of that team. He's like the McCaffrey of the Colts. He's doing everything. God forbid, knock wood, that dude gets hurt, dude. I think the Colts are in trouble. I don't think Danny Dimes is that guy. I just don't.
And you're right. Last week, he shrunk back into what we all thought he was. You know what I mean? Like, just like Denny Green, he is what we thought he is. So my thought is this. They got the win. That's all that matters. It reminded me of Saquon, but however, Saquon had a great year last year, like we all know. All the Giants fans hated that he left. I gave him props because Hard Knocks told the real story of why he left. We walked him out the door, But I think Daniel Jones apparently is able to do something well there that he could not do with us. Do I think he's a great quarterback? Absolutely not. I didn't know Duke had a football program, bro, when we just like, you know what I mean? Like, Duke is known for basketball, and I'm like, they've got a football team, and we took this guy at 6. I'm like, who is he? But yeah, we'll see what happens, man.
We'll see what happens. I mean, it's just very interesting to me that, like, everybody was jumping on the Daniel Jones bandwagon because they were winning, and like, wow, see, the Giants gave up such a good quarterback. I said, they have Jonathan Taylor. That he's the premier top 2-3 running back in the league at that time. Now, from my perspective, he's number one. So you have the number one running back in the league. The dude ran 244 yards. It's like, I don't understand how. Yeah, like, it's easy to win when you have someone like that on your team. Moving gears.
But on the same token, the O-line, bro, the O-line's helping him too. He's giving him time to throw the ball. And whatever reason, they're conveying the information to him well enough that he is connecting and making plays besides running the rock. He just didn't have the time to throw the rock with us, the Giants, and I'm just like, it's a cautionary tale. You don't protect your QB.
Wayne Robinson's Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? I have to do something I haven't done yet. I have to applaud this guy.
Yeah.
I like that comment.
I know the man personally. He's a diehard Eagles fan.
Yeah, good. All right. I'm going to move gears. We'll talk about the JETS. The Jets won yesterday over the Browns, who isn't like the most impressive victory. 27-20. They had a kick and a punt return touchdown. But
Yes.
before all this, the Jets traded their best corner, Sauce Gardner, their best defensive Quinnen Williams, and
gone bye-bye.
Gone bye-bye. Do you think, I'm going to let you start this off, the
All
fact
right.
that they got rid of their two best players by far and still found the way to win? Granted, it is the Browns, so it's not like you beat a world beater, but what does that say about the coach and the team? Like, do they rally behind this? Because obviously, when you think of, getting rid of those two key components of your team, they're like, okay, we're just tanking for the rest of the season. We're just giving up. Here's the white flag. We're done. They actually fought and played well. So I'm going to let you start this off. Give me your take on this game.
All right. So the Jets, for what it's worth, you're right. They have the same thing in common we've had for 10 years, bad coaching and losing. So for me, I'm just saying to myself, they're either the coach can get them to respond or they're going to plummet more. To his credit, they responded because I would imagine most Jets fans were like, let's just tank and go into the draft. It's not worth it at this point. We've cut all of our talent loose. Sauce went to the Colts, mind you.
Did.
Yeah, but I'm just saying to myself, whatever he is telling them is convincing them, and it showed up. Now, mind you, I mean, you're right. Some of the plays, how it all happened, I mean, was not orchestrated by coaching. It just so happens they caught some good play, interceptions, and things happen.
Yeah.
The Browns, I don't understand why Sanders is not playing.
I have no idea.
What do you want to do? Like, what more can he do? But I mean, it is what it is. So I think the Jets are in a situation where the coach, they're in a situation now where if they're going to keep him or not. Will they let him come back next season with the record that they're at? I mean, it's really bad for the Jets. I'm happy that they got a win, but I don't know if the win's going to help them. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
yeah. I hear you. I hear you. I mean, I'm impressed that they actually came and fought. Yes, they got the kick and the punt return touchdowns, which are huge. That's special teams.
Yeah.
But they fought hard. I really thought after losing two teams that they would, just completely just tank and fall apart. The Browns, again, they're not world beaters, but I think they're a decent team. I have no idea why Shador's not playing either. I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
But, they rallied around their coach, Aaron Glenn. I give him a lot of credit. They fought hard. They beat him. And, hey, I don't know if this is going to save his job, like you said. But, who knows? I mean, the Jets, they have a lot of I think they're worse off than the Giants. I feel like they're missing offensive pieces, defensive pieces, special pieces. They're missing. There's like an apple, some crust, and half a pie pan for that pie. You're missing a lot.
You're right. Like,
you're missing a lot.
Like a pie. They put salt in it versus sugar to make it better. Yeah, man. It's. I mean, I appreciate being a Giants fan, but I can't fathom being a Jets fan.
That's really tough.
At least.
For all you Jets fans, I'm sorry, dude. That's rough.
Yeah, like, I don't know why the ownership has not moved out of New York. Like, just relocate, man. Like, brother, the Jets fans, I met one, and he was like, he goes, we at least won a Super Bowl. I'm like, you're right. And they're paying someone to shine the same one up for like 30 years now. I said, I don't know how often they clean it.
And they got to clean that thing, keep it preserved. They probably have it wrapped in like bubble wrap or something because, dude, that team is hurting for a certain.
See something better. Fun fact. Well, I shouldn't say fun fact. Mark Sanchez, unfortunately, now got cut from ESPN because of his antics. Earlier this year, I just saw that. I'm like, man, oh man. But yeah, the Jets, man, it's the same deal, man. Coaching. They've had case in point. Their quarterbacks who've left.
Yes.
I mean, Zach's not done anything, but however, Sam Darnold was their number 1 overall pick.
He wasn't bad.
He left. Yeah. Then he went to Minnesota. But then the question mark is like, well, why did they cut him if he was really that great? But he went to he's in Seattle now, and they're doing good. So like, it's just coaching, man. Like I don't know. It's bad, but it's good for certain players like Sam Darnold to feel some kind of vindication now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know I couldn't do it in New York, but I proved something when I went to Minnesota, and now I'm doing my thing in Seattle. So good for him, So.
But Aaron Glenn, he's a former player. I don't know if that helps him at all, but
Yeah, man.
they do respect him, because he could always throw in, "Hey, I've played in this league. I know what it's about." So I give him a lot of credit for that. I think he's earned their respect.
Yeah.
I think sometimes he's done some coaching mistakes that, you're like, dude, like, call timeout. What are you doing? Like he's had a couple of tough losses where he could have easily put points on the board and he just let the clock run out. Twice he's done it twice.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that's coaching 101, dude. Like, clock management, dude. It's
Absolutely.
crazy.
Chew the clock up. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's going to if he gave him a Al Pacino speech from from the movie, what movie was that? Whatever it was, we're either going to heal or crumble as a team. What are you going to do? I don't know if he gave him that speech or not, but they did something, man. Like, he came out the gate and, now
is the coach or is it the GM?
Yeah.
Wayne is on fire.
Yeah, man.
All right.
I don't know.
We're staying in the football lane. Now we're going to talk about who, from my view, is running away with the MVP, Matt Stafford. 4 touchdowns. Rams look unstoppable. You have 2 stud receivers. Defense is crazy, dude. Unless something happens, dude, I don't see how the Rams don't get to the Super Bowl. I mean, you have Nakua, Devontae Adams. Stafford is not the guy that he doesn't make mistakes. Like, he knows
what to do with the ball.
What to do with the ball. He's the type of quarterback that just he knows he's not going to cost you the loss. He's going to find a way to get you to win. Does it help that he's got 2 stud receivers? Yes. I don't know how Devontae Adams ended up on that team. I don't know what the Raiders were thinking, get rid of him. But, dude, like, Rams look legit. I'm gonna let you shine now. Give me your thoughts on him and the Rams. Dude.
All right, no problem. The Rams, listen, when he was with the Lions, I was so surprised when they did the trade, with him and with the Rams, between them and the Lions. I was like, you're gonna trade 1 for 1. Like, how is either or better? But for whatever reason, why, man, between Stafford coming over to the Rams, and I can't think of the QB there with the Lions. I mean, went to the Lions.
Jared Goff.
And Jared Goff, yeah. It's amazing that they both, it's their systems that they were in. I think that's the biggest thing, Ray. Like, I mean, I hate to bring up Daniel again. He went from us over to there. He looks 10 times better. Sam Darnold left, looked like a journeyman, was with the Hawks. Was last year in Minnesota, looks like a Zen master. And I think it comes down to also system and coaching. We know for a fact that the coach that is there with the Rams is making things happen, and it is amazing to see this resurgence of his career. They won a Super Bowl. Happy for him. They paid him a lot, but his durability now is the question mark, man. Like, if he's there next year, he's contracted. If it was 3 more years, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know, man. Like, Stafford, he's great now, but he's been a brittle bandit at one point also too, man.
Yes, he has. That's
injury prone, man. Like, why are you paying this dude big paper and you don't even know if he's coming back? His back at the end of the year got hurt. He came into the season, and I'm saying to myself, good luck. But he's doing his thing. You're right. He's not going to cost you the game. It's going to be other things that's going to be factors.
Yes, and Wayne is chiming in again. They still got to come to Philadelphia.
Really?
Dude, I hope you're sitting down because I'm going to break some knowledge to you right now. They come to Philadelphia or they come to LA, dude, they will get stomped in the ground, dude. Their offense and their defense, dude, I have nothing against Philadelphia, but dude, you're night and day. They will get destroyed, dude. I don't know what you think, but I think the Rams would kill Philadelphia right now, dude. The way the Rams are playing, dude, I don't know how you're going to beat that team.
Really? Okay.
I really think they would stomp a mud hole and walk it dry, dude.
Okay.
You got the defense and the offense. Dude, you have 2 all-pro receivers on your team, dude. You doubled Devontae. Okay, Nakua's wide open now.
Okay, well, how about this? They are the defending Super Bowl champs, and until playoffs hit, they're still the champs. Now, I don't know what Brandon Graham's going to do for them. 2 weeks to get it together, heal up whoever may have been hurt. if Graham plays great, Mr. 37-year-old, I don't know why they did a deal with that dude.
Ugh.
But okay. But you're right. Devontae has got to stay in his lane, be ready for the game. Philadelphia, I mean, their quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Everyone hates on the guy, but he won the Super Bowl last year. Like, against the champ, two-time champ, and they still give him hassle. And I don't understand. Fun, just by coincidence, happens to be a member of my fraternity, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, Jalen Hurts. Shout out to the bruh. But it's unfortunate that this guy does not get more credit.
I love Jalen Hurts. I think he's a great quarterback. I just feel like when you're a receiver and your quarterback are not getting along, dude, and AJ Brown's calling him out, it's not a good look, dude. I don't care what you say, dude. And he's throwing, I'm not getting the ball. He's complaining and whining. Like AJ Brown acting like a baby.
Yeah, your job is to win games. If you're winning games, why are you complaining? That's the problem with Philly. They're never happy.
You know what, dude? Applaud that.
Yeah. Right.
Who cares who's getting the ball? Like, it's not about you. It's about the team.
Yeah.
AJ Brown's a baby, dude. I think it's like, I don't know, man. Always just crying. I don't know.
Yeah. The whole last season with the reading a book on the sideline.
Yeah, dude. Like, come on, dude. Like, do you want to win or you want to complain? It's rough,
exactly.
Dude. Exactly. All right. We're switching the last football topic of the day. The Chargers beat Pittsburgh, but the biggest notes of that game was after the loss. Aaron Rodgers was complaining about the loss, saying how he lost. Mike Tomlin was quoted saying, how could you defend this loss? He's like, how could I? There's a lot of beef right there between Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers. I don't see this going well. No. I'm going to start by saying this. Mike Tomlin is the heart and soul of Pittsburgh. He's that coach. Absolutely. He's going nowhere.
No.
He is the face of Pittsburgh. He is the face of the Steelers. They love this guy. I don't care how many wins, how many losses. So as much as Aaron Rodgers thinks he's the king and he's the greatest thing since sliced bread, dude, you are not going to win a battle with Mike Tomlin. I need you to stay in your lane. You're a 42, 43-year-old quarterback. Unfortunately, you're starting to show it. And I think, for you to blame, the team around you and complain about the coaching, that's a battle. Unfortunately, you're not going to win. Mac, I'm going to let you give me your opinions on this. And how do you see this going?
Brother Ray, I have a best friend who is a diehard Steelers cat. Last year, when they had Fields and Wilson, of course, he bought the jerseys. I'm like, bro, I don't know why. And then, of course, last year, the rumor was they're going to cut Tomlin loose. I'm like, why? Why? And he goes, we get to playoffs. I said, but bro, at least you're in the playoffs. The man has not had a losing season his entire tenure with your organization. Ever. And he's like, but bro, when you only make out the first round, I said, bro, how about you be a Giants fan, bro? I said, we've had 10 seasons of losing. I said, if we could make playoffs, it would justify me to buy some sports memorabilia. And I'm like, bro, we have nothing to talk about here. And then, of course, when the whole deal, what they were not going to do, if they were going to get a quarterback or not in the draft, then they pass. And then the whole deal with their, quarterback, Mr. Rodgers, not making a decision of what he's going to do as far as the season goes, if he's going to come back or not, if he's going to retire. Then they messed around, blah, blah, blah. They started courting this guy, and they finally agreed on a date, and he became a Steeler. And I'm just saying to myself, his history ever since he left Green Bay, when he was with the Jets. If he doesn't like what's going on, he starts complaining. He don't want to come to training camp. Why would you not build some rapport with your wide receivers, your core? He kind of cooperated by coming into camp towards the end. And I'm like, dude, this dude is a prima donna now. Like he thinks he's still it. And had they drafted a quarterback, the rumor was he wasn't going to sign with them. Like all of this backwards and forwards. And I'm just saying to myself, man, like this dude, he smells himself way too much. I do not like his mentality, man. He is just like Tom Brady was never that. But this guy seems to think that he's Tom Brady-esque. He's got great records. He's probably a first ballot, but let's put it where it is. He's only won one Super Bowl.
Let's talk about it.
Like,
all right. I'm gonna piggyback. He's won one. Not 3, not 4, not 5. He's won 1 Super Bowl. You know.
They claim this guy's he's the greatest ever. How? When you've only won 1.
Yeah, Mr. Dark Retreat, Mr. Ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you've won 1.
Yeah, I've been inoculated. You know,
dude. And I feel like, dude, you're up against a legend. Mike Tomlin is a football coach legend.
Yeah.
And he has never, to repeat what you said, he's never had a losing season.
Yeah.
There's a lot, dude. You're seeing some of the teams he's had to work with, some of the garbage he's had to put together.
Quarterback messes that
He's got a quarterback that gets on mopeds and falls and breaks their neck and leg. And dude, like,
he's been through a lot.
You're competing against a battle, dude. I don't care how good you think you are. Mike Tomlin is the face of Pittsburgh. You're not going to win this battle. Like, if push comes to shove, dude, the organization's going to get rid of you before they ever going to get rid of Mike Tomlin, dude.
Yeah. And there's a reason why it was only a 1-year deal with Rodgers also too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's put, if he really wanted to be there, he would have signed a 2 or 3-year deal or whatever, at least a 2-year versus 1 year. Like, it's almost like a rental. Maybe that could be why he's not invested in being there with the team. Or like, you're right. He's on this blaming other stuff right now of why we lost. Mm-hmm. And the coach is like, yeah, we lost. Like
he's like, you see the score, you see what happened. Like, Aaron Rodgers threw 2 picks, I think. I'm like, dude, look in the mirror. You're a part of it.
But but for what it's worth, also too, he's very much in the same vein with Stafford. It's not he does not throw picks every day of the week. That is the only thing I can say about him as far as like stability as a quarterback, knowing what to do. I mean, over 20 years now, he should know what to do. But he definitely has at least proven the fact of, his intercept ratio is definitely not better than 90% of the league. And it's one of them deals where he knows what to do with the game. If you don't see it, throw it away. Like, he knows what to do. Or unlike Dart, doesn't know. Yeah. So I'm just saying to myself, I'll give him a pass. And my boy who's a Steelers fan, and I'm like, I know he, when they win, he's in a great mood. When they lose, he's not. And I'm like, I purposely did not sit around because we lost also too.
So it's kind of hard to talk when your team loses.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just about to hit that send button. You're like, oh, wait a minute, my team just lost. Never mind.
We just lost. Let me go back and delete.
Let me go back to what I was doing.
Yeah.
Fernando's in the house. What's up? Sorry, I'm late. No problem, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you.
Fernando,
what's up? Good. Thank you. Marisa says, down set, dark retreat. Oh my God, you are hysterical, dude. You are hysterical. Wayne agrees with you. Yeah, he is smelling himself, dude. He is. I agree with you. And Neo says, attitude determines your altitude. Accountability. Yeah, dude, take accountability.
Yeah. I love that.
Brother. I love that. Take accountability, dude. You're talking about why you lost. I don't know. Maybe because you threw 2 picks. Maybe because you're not connecting with the receivers because you're too busy going on these dark retreats. So take some accountability. Yeah. Don't just blame
your Wasa retreat. Yeah, another one. Like, to get his mind right or whatever. It's just unfortunate because, they're going to make the playoffs because it's Tomlinson. And if he does not, it'll be like, this is why we should not have gotten Rodgers. But, I think they're going to make the playoffs. It's just what they do in the playoffs. If they make it second round, will they bring him back or will he want to return? Like, listen, Aaron, like, let's put it where it is. If other teams was really interested, I don't think he had a lot of suitors, but Pittsburgh was kind of hanging their hat on him. That's why they did not get a quarterback draft, because everyone thought they should, because they don't have one, because they let both of them go. And it's one of them deals where we'll see what happens now. I think if they make it to at least the second round, the fan base will be happy because they've only been in the first round for the last 5 seasons, but they're in the playoffs, period. But you're
exactly. And you got to give them that, dude. Like I said, Tomlin will get your team to the playoffs by hook or by crook. That's all you can ask for a coach. Like, dude, obviously you want to, move further. You want to get to the AFC championship games. You want to get to the Super Bowl. But the fact that he actually could get you into a playoff game is huge.
You're playing in January.
Exactly. That's the goal, dude. That's the goal. All right, we're going to get into the NBA now. And we're going to start with something a little sad. Coach Lenny Wilkins died at 88 years old. He's one of a few, I think he's 4 or 5 that got into the Basketball Hall of Fame as both a player and a coach.
Yes.
So he's led the Sonics, to some championships. some Western Conference championships. He's worked with Toronto, the Knicks.
Yeah.
Great coach, iconic player. I can't say enough about Lenny. He's a good dude. I've heard nothing but good things about him. You know, rest in peace, my friend. I'm going to say he's one of the few coaches that, you know, could always know what was wrong and fix it right away. Hey, we got to run this type of offense. We got to run this type of defense. He was the type of coach that wouldn't let you play just because you were the star of the team. If you were stinking up the joint, Lenny would sit you. He didn't care.
Yeah.
You know, he's very old school like that, and I respected him for that. You know, he came to New York. You know, Knicks, you know, is a tough place to coach. You know, New York, you know, major market, it's tough. But, you know, I think he had a tremendous career, both, like I said, as a player and a coach. And I want to get your take on Lenny Wilkins and what your remembrances of him as.
Yeah, man. So first shout out, you know, you're right. Seattle Supersonics. I was raised in Washington State. So for me, as far as like sports wise, I started being a Seahawks fan like in 76 when they got their franchise. Then I moved to Kentucky in 84 to 88. There's no NFL.
Yeah.
And so that's when I found out about Lawrence Taylor in 85 and they won the chip in 86. And I've been riding ever since. So when he was with the Supersonics, you know, when he played with Xavier McDaniels, okay, my son's namesake, Xavier McDaniels, how he got his name, you know. And then, of course, Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, the Rain Man, you know, and it became like
Detlef Schrempf. Like, they had players.
Yeah, they had players back then, man. And my dad was definitely a big basketball guy. And my love for the Supersonics is because of that, you know, watching any basketball on any level. So, so when I heard about his passing, you know, I thought of the good times about the Sonics, you know, and it's, you know, it's one of them deals where you're right. New York is a different kind of market. You got to have thick skin. And him playing with the Sonics, I think, helped him as a player to understand the scrutiny that you're going to get when you don't win.
Yeah.
You know, when you have an expectation of trying to win, and the Sonics, you know, they won a championship, won, unfortunately. But yeah, man, it's a sad day when you see any players, you know, former greats, you know, pass away, you know. And you're right, in 88, God rest his soul. The man lived a long life. Lord willing, if I see him make it that far. But
God bless his soul, dude. But yeah, I mean, it's rare you're gonna see someone get into any Hall of Fame in any sport, both as a player and a coach. You got to give that's something people didn't look at. I'm like, dude, that's hard.
Yeah,
like, there's some great coaches out there. There's some great players out there, but to get in both, to me says a lot. Like, wow, you were that good as a coach. You were that good as a player,
well as a player. Yeah,
that you can.
And I didn't realize he got in as a player. I definitely knew as a coach. You know, so you're right. Kudos to him. Who are the other three? Do you know?
I know Woodson is another one. I want to say that Pat Riley might have been another one. I'm not sure the other one.
Yeah, Riley was a player. Yeah.
So I'm thinking that would be my two. I don't know the other ones off the top of my head. But yeah, dude, that's like I said, in any sport, to say that you played and coached and got in the Hall of Fame from both angles is crazy to me.
Yeah,
like, that's a test that like people just like don't see the difficulty and see like, wow, that's impressive. Like that's crazy to me. Like,
man.
Kudos to him. All right, we're going to move to another topic, and Mr. Kawhi is now out for 3 or 4 weeks, another hurt. This dude, I'm going to start this because I have a lot to say about Kawhi. Kawhi's Mr.
And I do too. Go ahead.
I have a lot to say, but I got to vent this out because this bothers me. This dude's been load management. He missed a whole 2021-22 season. He's been load managing since 2019. He's got one ring to his name. And some people were just so into Kawhi Town. It's Kawhi Leonard's league. He's the face of the NBA and this, that, and the other thing.
They tried to dub him that too, man. And
I was like, dude, you're out of your mind. This guy, you know, hasn't played a full season since, I think, 2019. He's always hurt. I don't know if it's attributed to conditioning himself, the trainers that he works with, or he just don't want to play because he's got his money. But I'm going to say, you know, to all you Kawhi fans, like, dude, like this guy is not the guy you think it is. He's never lived up to his name. You know, he got one chip because of an insane lucky bounce. The luckiest bounce you're ever going to see in the NBA. The thing bounced 4 or 5 times.
Right,
you got really lucky and shot a desperation 3 that you or I could have shot and just got lucky and hit it. It wasn't like a shot you practiced. And dude, like, I don't see how everybody's like on this Kawhi bandwagon. The guy's getting up there. He's in his 30s. How are you going to remember the Kawhi Leonard legacy? Now I'm going to let you run with this.
Bro, let me tell you, Ray, man, like this guy. Now, your boy Kobe said on record, he goes, who do you see the next level into the NBA when I'm right close to his retirement? And he happened to mention Kawhi, you know what I mean? As like the next guy, hopefully to move the franchise along and being the ambassador for the NBA. And he has not yet lived up to any sustainable success that warrants the money he's getting. The whole scandal this past season, the whole situation with I guess there's something about a promo, and he's supposed to show up somewhere, and they paid him like $30 million, or whatever it was, this dollar amount, and then he didn't show up, and I'm just saying to myself, like, what is the deal with this guy? He doesn't talk to the media.
Never.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has not been a
I think your wall says more words.
Yes, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, he never does press conferences. I don't know how that's acceptable, but he doesn't. And you never see him right after the game come up to him, conversation with him. He doesn't. I mean, I understand there's a story of why he's so very laid back and quiet, like things that happened to him personally in his life, of why he's not a vocal person.
Yeah.
Like, he's very much a type B person. Like, he is not no camera, but they keep paying him. And his whole, I think he started this load management stuff. Like,
he
I don't recall before him.
Jumped on it.
Yeah, like as if like, but you're paying him for 72, but he played 58. How about we prorate his contract based on his games for availability? He's hurt all the time. And it looked, what year was that where he was with what team was it?
Clippers or Toronto?
Was it the Clippers? Maybe it might have been Toronto, where other players were stepping up to play, and he was cleared to play, but chose to sit out the game, and it was the playoffs.
Oh, it was the Clippers.
And it was the Clippers, yeah. Like they said he was cleared to play, and then chose to have a sit down. And I'm like, who's okay with that? And I'm like, this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's what turned me off from him altogether. I'm like, this dude doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to. He's concerned about his money. And it's just sad, man. Like, I'm just so like, he's fleecing these teams, man, for so much dough. And you're right, the Toronto game, like where he won his chip, and then he left right after.
They got his money.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Drake tried to get him to stay. He tried.
He tried so hard.
Yeah, and you're right. That Hail Mary shot for ding, 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 and went in. The whole crowd went crazy. But man,
dude, like, I just feel like at the end of the day, it's like, if your son's, coming to see him play, a little kid, and you've paid all this money to see him, and he just doesn't play because he just don't feel like it. Dude, what does that say?
That's what it seems like.
Yeah,
I just don't want to.
Yeah, and Tim Gonzalez has it. Even Coach Pop couldn't deal with Kawhi, dude. He's been a flip-flop in Los Angeles, dude. He's just, dude, he's I don't know, dude. I feel like Kawhi just, he don't care. He got his money. He got his one ship, and he's like, dude, I'm good. And I'm like,
and the Clippers owner is under the gun right now because of this whole scandal situation. Like, he's apparently involved in something in reference to it as well. And he's like, I've got nothing to do with that. But even him, as the owner, is like, I've heard details about what happened, but it had nothing to do with him, according to him.
Yeah.
But it's just unfortunate. Like, how you gonna pay some dude? Why'd you even pay him if he didn't show up? That's my thing. Like, you still paid him, and he didn't even show up. That just shows you dedication is zero.
Read that. Yeah. Yes.
During the final,
he would have won that ship if they didn't have injured. It was basically a full Toronto team against Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant was by himself, dude. You know what?
Yeah.
Applaud that comment.
Absolutely, brother.
So he got lucky.
Thank you, Nando.
Thank you, Fernando. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot. We're gonna
man.
do basketball, and showtime. Lakers have won 5 of 6. Luka looks like an MVP candidate. The Lakers are looking like fire right now. I'm going to start this. This is my team.
I know you said Luka Zimbic, or what'd you say?
Luka Ozumpa Luka, dude, he looking like $1 million, dude. I am very happy with this. I don't know if I want LeBron to come back anytime soon. They have a nice gel, Hillbilly Kobe, Austin Reeves, Marcus Smart, dude. This team is playing like a well-oiled machine, dude.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what LeBron's role is going to be when he comes back. But, I feel like JJ's got this team just playing differently. They play with a lot of heart, defense. They're winning games. And like my buddy said, Luke is the second best Laker of all time. Behind who? Who would be the first one? Oh, I know it is.
Your answer is Kobe.
Who is it?
We know that.
Who is it?
Kobe.
Who is it?
Kobe.
Great. All right, I'm going to let you talk. Give me your take on the Lakers' hot streak, and what do you think of Luka?
All right, so you're right. What is he again? Ozempic Luka?
Ozempic Luka. Ozempic Luka.
Yeah, Ozempic Luka. So he's playing well. You're right. The weight definitely helped. I'm going to guess, your boy LeBron, whatever you think of him, had some conversation. I'm gonna put you on some of my people to get your life together here, so you can be in this league longer. However, he's not built like LeBron either, but I think the idea maybe sunk in with him. If I don't get my health right, I'm not going to move forward. And this is a team that's going to need me. And I think he's playing well. You're right. But we got what 65 more of these ago.
Yeah.
So
you got a lot.
That's yeah. But I do like the fact that when he came to the team last year, of course, I hit you up.
Timmy, preach, Timmy, preach.
I'm going to get my jersey. I'm like, calm down. But I think the fact that maybe last year when he's seen that LeBron may not be there all the games like he should be, another load management guy, but plays better than the other dude we just talked about. Yes. But I do believe where he's like, I got to be in better health. This is an organization where I think the spotlight of LA is 10 times brighter than it'll ever be in Dallas. So I think he realized if I don't do well, they're going to berate on a whole nother level. When he was with Dallas, it's the Cowboys, your team that, they're talking to town. But in LA, it's a different deal. It's the Lakers. And it just happened they got these two NFL teams. Like, I think it's sunk in where he's like, bro, if I don't do well, I can't go to a restaurant right here. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like,
it's tough to if you don't win in LA, dude. You're basically they treat you like garbage.
Yeah, I think that's sunk into him. I think he figured out. I'm like, but you're right. It was great to see the fact that he is doing well. When they plug in LeBron, how is this going to move differently? And again, we've got 64 more at least to go, so they're going to figure it out.
Do you feel like his conditioning now that I think he's dropped like 35, 40 pounds.
It's at least 20, 30. Yeah.
At least 20, 30. I'll be conservative and say 25, 30. We'll both do great. Do you feel like now that he's dropped that weight, is there any reason why he can't play, maybe not the whole 82 game season, but he can't at least play 65, 70 of these games?
Absolutely he can, because that's the whole point. The weight, I'm not sure how much of a factor it was in his ability, but obviously if you're at least 20 or 30 less, that means you've got momentum, your fatigue is going to be better. And at this point, whatever he did to lose the weight in the offseason, I would imagine strength and conditioning was a part of it. Like, if we're going to drop this weight, but we need you to be durable for the season also too. I mean, I haven't seen a modern player at this point play 72 in how long? You know what I mean?
God. I think honestly, Jordan's the last guy other than Kobe that I've seen play like 70 games. Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't.
But Luka should. He should. He's young. He's in shape now.
He will.
Yeah. God willing, he will. All right. Yeah. I'm going to divert to baseball now because the crazy topic is Tatsumi Imani. He's trying to get into the major leagues. He's a Japanese pitcher. Yeah. 10-5, 1.92 ERA. Dude, I feel like, Japan is taking over the major leagues, dude. You've seen it with Ohtani.
Ohtani.
Moto, dude, like, I don't know what's going on. Their pitchers seems to be trained better. They could pitch longer. They don't have these pitch counts where they only can throw 60, 70 pitches. Do you see baseball going in a different direction, going more international and getting these players from like other countries? Because, dude, the American pitcher now is like, it's almost like the American kicker in football, dude. It's becoming obsolete.
Yeah, and you're right, Ray. You hit it right on the head, brother. Like, baseball is now more international exposure wise than any other sport right now. It was heavy. It is still heavy in the Hispanic community. Like, they have pretty much dominated the game. American influence for baseball is waning some. And I'll go a step further with even African Americans. There's not as many as it was way back when. And I do believe, I had this discussion with my father-in-law. I'm like, listen, football, all you need is, all right, we're going to play in the street. The Cadillac, that's 6 cars down, that's the end zone. All right, I'm going to be here. And, 1 to 3 hike, go into the yard, back, get some space. Basketball, and we're going to take these 2 milk crates here and go to a telephone post, and we can play anywhere. Baseball, you need more space, more equipment. That's why it's not, I think America is not as prevalent in baseball because of more things that's necessary to play. And I think overseas, it is soccer and it is baseball. And in Japan specifically, it is definitely 100% baseball as the sport that they can play because, I shouldn't say as a culture, Asian people, they're not known for speed.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not winning the Olympics in track and field ever, as far as 100, 200, 4x100. They're, whatever genetic wise, they're not built for speed. So, but what they can do, thought and calculate and how to precisely throw this baseball is what they are
without hurting themselves.
Exactly. And then the science of hitting the baseball with this bat, they have figured out better than most. And so we're going to see, like the Hispanic culture, huge in baseball because it's one of the few things that they have access to. And then with here now in Japan with baseball, when you've got a couple that do well, it opens the door for everyone else. And that's what you're seeing. These scouts will be overseas more for baseball. NFL will be overseas more for soccer. It is where the sport is going, brothers. So absolutely. Ohtani opened the door 100%.
And everybody's coming through, dude. When I saw Yamamoto pitch Game 6 through 93 pitches, came back and threw 2 innings in Game 7, I was like, dude, you will never see this again for a while. Yeah. That's insane. Because I've seen American pitchers after 60, 70 pitches, coaches out there, and they're winning. And the coach is like, no, the statistics say you got to come out now. You've thrown this too many pitches. We got to go.
I can't stand it, man. The whole analytics stuff. I can't. They're doing it in football too. Like a coach make a decision and then last minute, what analytics say? Well, based on the numbers, it says you should probably go for it. It's your gut that should tell you to do it or not, coach.
Yeah,
look at your QB.
Feel your gut, dude. Feel your gut.
Yeah.
All right, the last topic of the night is something that's dear to me, and it's my man John Cena. As you know, if you don't follow wrestling, if you don't, he is on his farewell tour. His last match is December 13th. And he's put on a career of careers. I'm going to start by saying this, dude. John, really good dude from what I've heard. He's like one of the top Make-A-Wish guys. We've had this conversation off air.
Yes.
From what I've heard, he's a really good dude. I like how WWE is giving him his shine. He's letting him go on his own way.
On his own terms,
What is your thoughts on John Cena and what is your recollection of his matches and him as a person as in a nutshell, basically?
Yeah. So I'm with you. Everything you just said, brother. John Cena, that guy's come a long way from the whole thugonomics era with him. And this dude actually put out a rap album too. And
he did. He actually put out a rap album.
I'm like, stop, bro. There's a fine line with hip hop versus wrestling, bro. Stay in your lane, But I will say this: he definitely kept the eyeballs on the sport. When we went through the whole Attitude Era, he came towards the end. His career started towards the end of the Attitude Era. with The Rock and Stone Cold, that whole
Undertaker,
energy.
all those guys.
Yeah, Undertaker, that regime of wrestlers. And then he came in with this point of like, I'm just trying to be who I am and do what I want to do. So when he turned the championship belt into a spinning belt logo, I'm like, who is this dude? I'm like, but I like it. Like, so I'm happy for him. The fact that his career sustained. Of course, when The Rock left, hey, there's this paper in Hollywood called You Can Get Some Money by Not Killing Your Body for 365 days a year. He hopped into that arena and has not looked back. And I give him credit. Peacemaker season 2, the guy knows how to maneuver. And of course, we all know he can always come back if he wants to make a cameo, just like The Rock does. You know what I mean?
I honestly don't think. I think when he's done, he's done. I think he'll make appearances, but I don't see him actually wrestling. I think he was really stern about that. Like he said, like, dude, I'm not going to come back. I think my body just can't do it. It's like, he'll always, I think, come to like speak, maybe announce, whatever, but I don't see him physically doing this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Wayne is like, here we go. Speak on her. About to watch Raw now. Yeah, I think he's going to be on tonight. So yeah, Wayne, enjoy that. Yeah, dude. I feel John. I think he's done so much for that sport, dude. Yeah, Thugonomics.
Oh my God.
And then he just became this regular dude that just like hustle, loyalty, respect, dude. I got a lot of respect for him. I know it's part of his whole shtick, so to speak. But like he says, dude, can't see me.
Yeah,
love John,
and you
dude.
know what? 100%. Listen, he's in when I go to the gym to my workout. It's in my list. Yeah. You know what I mean? His theme song. You know what I mean? Like time is up.
A lot of respect for John, dude. I feel like he's done a lot for this sport, and
he has,
I think WWE's doing right by him. They're not having him go out there and look embarrassed. You're putting him in the right type of matches against the right guy. So,
that's like when Ric Flair, finally his last match when he had with what's my man's name? Boy Toy Sexy Boy.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, that whole deal. His last final match, and it's like, bro, he's like 60 whatever, and I'm like, why are you out here, Rick?
Yeah, dude, come on, dude. Yeah, at least Cena's in really good shape. He looks good. Go out like
he's
a champ,
leaving
dude.
On his own terms, just like Kobe did his last season.
Yes, he did.
Went out on his own way, the farewell tour. So I'm happy that the ownership of WWE is doing right by him. So I'm happy for him.
We're going to go to the final buzzer. This is where you guys can ask us anything about anything, and I will answer that as long as we keep it one. Timmy saying, question, who is your top 5 ranking NBA players right now? Mine is 1, SGA 1. All right. I will go first, and I'll throw this to you. If I had to say top 5 right now, I'm going to agree with you. SGA is definitely number 1. I'm going to say Lucas 2. I'm going to say Giannis is 3. I'm going to go say you got SJ. I'm going to say Wembanyama is 4. And I'm going to say Jalen is 5. There's your top 5 right now, playing right now.
You jumped on the unicorn wagon with that boy.
Oh, dude, Wemby's that dude.
But here's okay. The reality is this. Here's the reality. He looks like a brittle bag of paper, man. Like he's so thin. His frame, when he gets hurt, it's going to be a long-time recovery. I hope he does not turn into the problem that Philadelphia has with their so-called center. Like, I just hope right now he's healthy. He's playing well. So I'm going to go SGA absolutely number 1. The guy's the champ. They're the champs. You know what I mean? The guy's amazing. To LeBron's credit, he is still an effective player. Yes, I would say 2 with him. I'm not going to do Giannis, Anton, how he pronounces his last name. Yeah. If he stays with the Bucks, I'll be surprised. If he leaves, don't be shocked, America.
Don't be surprised. He's gone.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say him 3. I mean, I'll give props to Luka, man. Like the guy, he's turned around. But again, we're only like 6 games in. So I'm like, everyone just calm down, put the brakes on, but I'm trying to think of a strong 5th.
Tim's saying Cade Cunningham. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad pick.
Yeah.
I like Cade Cunningham. He's good. He's solid.
All right.
I think Jalen adds more to his team. Like I'm not a Knick fan, but Jalen Brunson's the truth.
Yeah. I don't have a good fifth, bro. Those are the four.
All right, so those are your four. Okay.
Yeah.
Wayne says first wrestler to wear jorts and first way to wear Jordans in the ring. Yes. John Cena, dude. Yeah. That's crazy, dude. Yeah. He made jorts, he made jorts actually cool. Fernando saying, is today's Thunder better than KD and Westbrook's Thunder? Absolutely. Ooh. In my opinion, yes. Dude, SGA and the crew, dude, they look like they can't lose.
They want it. They want the chip. So absolutely they're better. You know what? You know what? Your boy, thank your boy there for a minute. Yes, you're right. I'll throw KD 5.
Oh, you put KD 5 right now. 25.
Any team he's gone to, they win.
You have Kevin Durant right now at number 5 on your top 5 right now. Playing right now. Not of all time. He's asking right now.
He's had injuries too. He's gone through the ups and downs also. So if he stays healthy for the whole season.
He's your top 5? Wow.
But
really?
Think about it, Ray. When he's healthy, we can put him 2, 3. But we don't know if he's going to be healthy a whole season.
But KD's got to be what, 34, 35? You really put him in your top 5 active. He's all-time great.
He's active. Yeah. Like I put Luka at 4 just because of right now he's doing great, but we know KD, all right. So we'll move him to 3 and we'll put your boy Luke at 5 if that makes it happy. My concern is if he's going to be healthy or not. You know what I mean? So
Wayne says most definitely they're better. I agree. It's not even close. It's not even close.
I don't know, man. Basketball is just if they stay healthy, man. And it's a sport. The one thing I will say about basketball that is true about any sport, period, they have to play offense and defense. That's why I personally think basketball is the sport that the best athlete ever can be produced from, is because they play both simultaneously. Football, you're on one side of the ball. Yes. Baseball, you're on one side of the experience. I mean, you can hit, but you don't got to have a lot of speed either. But basketball is such an up-tempo, and you have to move back and forth.
I'll give you that. I will give you that. All right.
You know what I mean?
Well, that one last question. How to debate Jordan versus LeBron or Biggie versus Tupac? I think it's not even a debate with Jordan, LeBron, Jordan. And
absolutely.
And I'm definitely going to go Biggie. Max stumped. He's thinking.
No, the only reason why everyone jumps on the big wagon, but the man did 2 albums. Pac at least put out 4 before he passed, and since he's been gone, Death Row's released like 10 others. You know what I mean? But Big was not a fan of being in the studio. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He made party anthem songs. Pac made conscious thought songs, like Brenda's Got a Baby.
Yes.
It's actually about a real female.
Yes.
And the circumstance of being a single mother living with circumstance. You know what I mean? So, and then the song Smile, I loved he did that. He did a lot more collaborations, but I would say Tupac just for that reason, because his conscious thought. Big just made great songs and strung some lyrics together.
But you're going Jordan over LeBron, right?
Absolutely. First of all, Michael Jordan's my fraternity brother as well. Shout out to him. But absolutely Jordan. Case in point, 72, at least 8 times in his career?
Yeah.
No, who else is doing that? No one has. So absolutely Jordan, flat out. And he never lost in the playoffs. And he never lost in championships. 6, LeBron, that's another whole conversation about his issues that he had and can't win in the big games and had to go team up with all these people to win versus Jordan.
Oh, I got him heated. Oh, my God. All right. Well, listen, dude, this is going to wrap this up. I want to thank you so much, dude. It has been hysterical having you on this show, dude. I have to bring you back. You are a funny dude. You are my brother for life, dude. For those who don't know, dude, we go back like 2 birds of a feather, dude. It's like my brother for life.
Yes.
Dude, any parting comments, anything you want to say to your fans, dude? And
Sure, absolutely. So first and foremost, I want to thank this opportunity that you allowed me to be here. I understand 100%. You could have chose anyone, but our friendship is why we had this connection today. So I want to say thank you. What I want to say almost 100% is this: I work with the youth. I work for the company Communities and Schools, and so I work with juniors and seniors. And the message I want to say to the youth here today is this: I know the biggest struggle for the youth right now is social media. Please be mindful of the importance of when you ask for help. That's the challenge I think they face the most, just knowing how to ask for help. Reach out to the youth, be mentors to them. They need all the support that they can get. And if you do not stand for something, you will fall for anything. And that is the one message I will say. And lastly, I stand for Christ. And I'm a firm man of my faith, but I do know that today was supposed to happen. And I'm just grateful that you allowed me to come on the show, brother. So I appreciate
Dude,
you.
I was thrilled that you're here, dude. It has been a pleasure. Once again, dude, my brother from another mother, man, Mack Garvin
Absolutely.
Jr. I love you, brother. Thank you so much for being on the show, dude. Applaud this
Absolutely.
man. And I'm going to say goodbye to you. All right, guys. Well, listen, thank you so much for watching another edition of Race Sports and Slams. Shout out to my buddy Mack Garvin again for being on the show. Great time. Please always remember to subscribe and follow the page, boinkstudios.com, YouTube, Race Sports and Slams. I am out. I will see you next week.